Assalamualaikum madam and to everyone that is watching our presentation. First, before we begin, let me introduce our groupmate. We have Emilia, Aslam, Inshirah, Amir, Isan, Nick and myself, Shahiran. Our group decided to do research on e-wallet. What is an e-wallet? Well, e-wallet is an electronic wallet application that is available on your mobile phone. It can be used to pay bills, to pay toll fees, and even act as a debit card that can be used on any retail store that is e-wallet applicable. And what we try to find out is, does people really use e-wallet and how often do they use in their daily life? Also, does everybody really knows about it? Thus, the title of our research, The Awareness and Usage of E-Wallet Among Malaysian Youth. To go into detail, Nick Batisha will explain on the background of this study.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Shamimi. My name is Nick Patricia and I'll be talking more about our background of the study. In recent years, we have come to realize that the internet has made people's lives simpler and easier. One of the most prominent things that we can see nowadays is that payments can be made through online and also through our smart devices. The word e-wallet is a digital wallet that allows individuals to connect their debit or credit cards to the digital wallets platforms in order to make any transaction. Digital transactions through e-wallet not only decreases the difficulty of financial transaction process, but also facilitates the benefits of a cashless economy such as financial transactions, convenience, and also cost monitoring. Within the context of Malaysia, the Malaysian government has launched the initiative of E-Tunai Rakyat scheme as part of the Budget 2020 initiative. The goal of the initiative is to enable Malaysians to opt for digital payments through e-wallet for a secure, cashless, and also productive transaction. According to Data Reporter 2019 and Libana Cavanilas 2014, it is reported that 58% of consumers in Malaysia have made an online purchase via their mobile devices. 66% use mobile banking, while 42% uses mobile payments. In our study, we would like to explore more on the awareness of Malaysian young adults or youth on e-wallet, as some of them have considerable knowledge while some don't. As these young generations are already surfing smart apps, they like to explore new applications and their ease of access, security, and also privacy. We would also like to know about the usage of e-wallet platforms within the Malaysian young adults.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Emilia Batricia. We will talk about problem statement of this study. In this modern age, there is an ascendant demand in cashless payment even before coronavirus crisis happened. Imagine how would the demand be when people are required to stay at home during pandemic. Based on previous case study, it is found that only a small percentage of respondents who use e-wallet in a week. Due to the small percentage leads us to a study on what is the purpose behind the usage of e-wallet and why it is only a slightly number of users who utilize it, since the case study was done in a university called as UCSI College, which is full with youngsters. It is undeniable that technical problems like system malfunctions and system shutdowns could happen once in a while. Does it mean that those technical problems could contribute to the unfavorable usage of e-wallet? Youngsters today are too equipped with technological in their social lives. Social media apps, email and video chats are among features available for them to communicate with each other. It can be said that 10 out of 10 people right now communicate through those platforms. How is that e-wallet as a payment digital channels did not get the same hype as any other digital payments?
Hi, I'm Ame and I will be explaining about research objective and research question. Okay, for research objective we have three, and firstly to investigate the level of awareness on e-wallet platform among Malaysian youth, and secondly to determine the frequency of e-wallet that are commonly used by the Malaysian youth, and the last one is to identify the problem faced by the Malaysian youth while using e-wallet platform. Okay, now proceed to the research question. Actually, there are three research questions for the study, and the first one is what is the level of awareness of e-wallet platform among Malaysian youth, and the second one is what is the level of frequency of e-wallet platform that are commonly used by the Malaysian youth, and the last one is what are the problems faced by the Malaysian youth while using e-wallet platforms.
Hi, my name is Inshira and I am here to be explaining about the significance of the study. So, from the findings of the study, there are a lot of good things that can be beneficial to many parties, such as to customers, retailers, as well as youth. So firstly, let's take a look from the customer side. Customers can gain benefits in a way of the convenience that e-wallet payment brings to them. For instance, when they use e-wallet payment for their payment method, the need for them to handle cash will be much reduced. Therefore, they no longer have to worry and think about, do I have enough cash in my wallet? Or do I have to withdraw some more cash before I go out later? Next, moving on to the retailers. Retailers can also gain benefits from this study by how the checkout times will also be reduced when public starts to use e-wallet payment as their payment method. This is because when checkout times are much reduced, the retailers are allowed to satisfy more customers within the same period of time. So let's say, for an example, in an hour, they could serve up to most probably 20 people. However, when e-wallet payments method are used, more than 20 people can now be entertained. This is because the transactions and the payments have gotten a lot easier and quicker. Consequently, this will also contribute to more revenue to be able to be collected by the retailers. Lastly, to the youth. This study will also surely bring benefits to the youth. Not only they are exposed to the real benefits of the e-wallet, they are also encouraged to make wise choices and becoming wise users by choosing e-wallet payment as their purchase decision. That is all from me. Thank you.
Scope of our study. The scope of our study shall be on people aged 15 to 30 years old. Why? Because as site studies stated, that people aged of 15 to 30 years old are considered as youth in Malaysia. Also, they must be a Malaysian citizen. And we are hoping to get about 300 respondents so that we have a good idea of the Malaysian youth awareness and usage on e-wallet in their daily life. Limitation of our study. First of all, is the age range of the respondent. The kids below 15 years old and adults over 30 years old are not accountable, even though they use e-wallet as their daily life application. And in some countries, the age of use are different. Now, the second problem will be the 300 respondents. It is a small number and this does not represent the whole 14 million youth in Malaysia. And lastly, it will be on the people of Sabah and Sarawak. As most of our groupmate is from Peninsula, that means that we have we have a slight problem to get data from Sabah and Sarawak, even though they are a part of Malaysia. But we still believe that our finding of the research can still be used to give us a general idea of Malaysian youth and their awareness and usage of e-wallets.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Aslam Jamili Bizambi. Next, we move on to the methodology. So, for the methodology, we conduct a survey by the questionnaire. The questionnaire was developed to assess the perception of Malaysian youth on the awareness and usage of the e-wallet. This study will be conducted using an online platform since the pandemic. The subjects of this study will be Malaysian youth that range between 15 years old to 30 years old. The respondents that we target to achieve is about 300 respondents. The method will be used to get the data in the study is using the Google form. This method was chosen because the information can be collected from a large number of respondents that are spread over a large geographical area. The questionnaire was divided into 3 parts. The first part requested on the demographic information about the respondents. The second part of the questionnaire focused on the level of the awareness and the usage of the e-wallets platforms used among the Malaysian youth. The third part focused on the how often the e-wallet platforms used by the Malaysian youth. Lastly, the problems faced by Malaysian youth when using the e-wallet platforms, and we also provide a space for them to suggest and about ways to improve the usage and the benefits using the e-wallet. Rather than interviewing them face to face, so this process is much more effective. The questionnaire used 4-point Likert type scales, which choices ranging from never to always. So this tool is designed to measure the level of awareness and usage of the e-wallet among Malaysian youth. The questionnaire collected through the survey site, and then the collected data will be analysed descriptively by converting the frequency count into percentages and presenting the findings in charts using a Microsoft Excel. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Isam Nazharum. Today I'll be presenting on the conclusion for this proposal. This proposal is to propose our topic, which is the usage and awareness of e-wallets among Malaysian youth. The age of the respondent we picked are within 15 years old to 30 years old. This is because when we do investigation and thorough reading, we found out that the age range of this youth are within 15 years old and 30 years old. Next, the reason why we wanted to conduct this study is because we want to find how aware are the youth on the abundance of benefits that the e-wallet gives to them, such as cashbacks and also discounts. Next, we also want to know how keen are the youth on using these platforms, and do they use this platform just because they want to get the help from the government, or they use this platform even without the help of the government and use it on a daily basis. So the general reason why we wanted to do this study is to analyze if the e-wallet platforms are a really dependable platform that we can use to replace the card, or it is just a failed attempt. That is all for me. Thank you.